Hi guys, Louis and Olamindi here from SA Crypto, giving you the latest and best upcoming crypto projects you should know of. Today I have a very special guest on the show, Paul Lee, the CEO from Synesis One. Paul, welcome to the show and thank you for taking the time to join us. We're super excited to have you on this interview. So if you're ready, Paul, let's jump right in.
Thank you for having me, Louis. And it's great to have the African community backing us as well. So we're very excited to have this interview.
Awesome. No, very welcome, Paul. In short, explain to us in layman terms what Synesis is.
Right, absolutely. Now, let me give you a quick introduction of me as well as my co-founder, because I think it's important to set the tone. We're both serial entrepreneurs. I'm a medical doctor by trade as well, and a scientist, and a believer in Bitcoin as well as blockchain, right? And we've been involved in the blockchain space since 2013 when we started learning about it. So it was very, very early days. And before Synesis One, we were engrossed in how AI was supposed to be made and how we felt that AI could really, change humanity for the better. But we needed to make a system that could, in a way, not monopolize the data for companies as well as just one country or whatnot, but really decentralize the data so that we can monetize the data for the people who contributed. Right? And that's exactly what we're trying to do at Synesis One. Synesis One, we're trying to gamify the collection of AI training sets in a play-to-earn model. So we're combining NFT, we're combining AI, we're combining blockchain tech so that we have our community members participate in making the AI training data sets, but whilst doing it, they need to have high earning potential and they need to be able to have a lot of fun. And our team brings a lot of experiences in these sectors of the NFT, gaming, as well as AI. For example, my co-founder Joshua Hong, he was the first person to coin the term free-to-play in the gaming space when he was running his publishing company in North America. So we know the AI space, we know the NFT space, and we know the gaming space. And now we're trying to combine all three so that we allow our participants, our community members, to really help move AI data sets forward in multiple languages, in multiple religious, cultural backgrounds. And have in mind that data is a live animal, right? It changes every day. It changes as time goes by. And this is very, very important for us because AI data, it needs to be current. It needs to be moving with its current times.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, good answer there. Lee, next question. Checking your team, we could see Coach K, a very popular crypto influencer, and some interesting members in your board. Can you talk about them and what made you pick that board?
Sure, absolutely. So, I mean, we have amazing advisory members as well as our team members. Like I said, we're all leaders in specific areas. Now, for example, Eric Jordan, he's the one who designed our website as well as our, design in general. And as you can see, and I'm hoping that you like our design on Synesis.one, as well as our Canon.exchange. All these designs are done by Eric. And, not only that, our token economics have been helped by Ravi and, other advisors as well. Not only that, we have leaders in the NFT. I mean, also in the data industry as well. For example, Ocean Protocol's founder and CEO, he's on our advisory board as well. And we're just lucky to have them, to be perfectly honest with you. But we need these people to make our blueprint from our light paper to come into reality, because we realize that making something amazing takes time. And it's not just going to be, developed, in a year. It needs time And we are all in this for the long haul because we really believe in the ethos that AI data sets cannot be monopolized. It needs to belong to the community as a whole. And also, in order to advance AI technology, you need the right kind of data sets. And what we're focusing on is natural language. So we have a lot of computational linguists, we have a lot of ontologists, we have a lot of scholars that help us move this needle forward.
Well, that's amazing. Tell me quickly, just going off topic a little bit, is the project completely decentralized?
It's going to be progressively decentralized. So initially, as you know, in building businesses as well as revenue, we need to make sure that the current team members, the initial founders, as well as the initial team are working 24/7. I mean, right now it's 6 o'clock in the morning for me here in Santa Barbara. And I literally flew in from South Korea a couple of days ago. So we're working like crazy. We're, working 24/7. But the reason is, we know it's going to be hard work, right? And we know that if we don't give it 100%, the community members, our participants will know exactly, we're fooling around. And we don't want that. So we're going to dedicate our lives to this and move this forward. And later on, as I said, because it's a progressive decentralization, the owners of the SNS token will be able to vote and move the project forward with us.
Spot on, amazing. Yeah. So next question, can you really highlight on Canon NFT? The hype is on Twitter, so many users talking about it. Can you really, for a word, can you really make money out of it?
Yeah, so this is an amazing question. Now, our NFTs are what we call the unit of natural language, and that's why it is keywords. So most frequently used 10,000 words are going to be minted as our NFTs. The Aquarius collection, very, very, it's literally in a week or so, right? So I want everyone watching the show, as well as everyone who's interested, to please go and whitelist yourselves so that we have, a reserved spot for you. Now, Canon is very, very important because it's the backbone of natural language, right? So every time your canon, your keyword is being utilized by AI companies who's using the data sets from Synesis One, you're going to be rewarded. And you're going to be able to claim that reward through participation of other activities. So literally, our NFT, you are making money whilst you're sleeping, right? And it really has a utility function because you need the NFTs to play our beautiful games, such as Quantum Noesis, which I'm sure you already know of.
Yeah, amazing. That game looks amazing. We actually saw it on Twitter last night as well. So basically, will Synesis actually design the games themselves as well, in-house?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like I said, we know gaming very, very well. We have, our NFT, for example, Tracy, our head of NFT gaming, he is, he has tons of experience, years of experience in developing, producing, and publishing games. So we know the industry very well. And Quantum Noesis is one of the first collection of in-house made games. And if you look at the website, actually, the quantumnoesis.io, it shows you exactly what we're building, why we're building it, how we came about in thinking about, these gamings. And, it's going to be really, really exciting.
Yeah, cool. So let's talk about blockchain. So we noticed that the project is built on the Solana blockchain instead of other layer one like Ethereum. Why did you choose Solana, and what has been the scalability to it? Yeah,
sure. The gas prices right now is ridiculously high, and we want the best possible speed for our AI companies when they are using our data sets. And the speed and the cost was the most influential factor. Now, having said that, we also believe that Solana is growing very, very quickly and is growing exponentially. We want to ride the wave with them, and we want to be able to mature with Solana. Now, having said that, though, we're not Solana only blockchain. We're going to be cross-chain as we go. So we're going to be looking at other technologies, other blockchains that can enhance our ecosystem and help our AI companies to use and utilize our data sets in a much more cost-effective, but in a very fast manner. And as you can imagine, AI companies using the data sets, the process needs to be very, very quick.
Yeah, true. I agree on that. Looking forward, let's say 5 years, Paul, what is your vision for Synesis and which industries do you see disrupting?
Okay, perfect. So in 5 years, I mean, let's do the maths. It's going to be 2027, right? 2026, 2027. I believe, first of all, the Bitcoin price is going to be, nowhere near, the the amount that is now is going to be, amazingly high. And with that, I think the whole blockchain industry is going to grow immensely and it's going to mature. And as with any technology advancement, you see a lot of scamming projects in the beginning. But as the industry matures, you see the ones that are real, the ones that have real substance, real team behind it, real builders who know how to build businesses, not just to make a quick buck. And Synesis, I believe, will be the center of AI data training sets. And I really believe that once we hit, 2023, we're going to be a force in the AI industry where we believe we can create the compendia of all human knowledge into our data sets in natural language form in multiple languages.
Wow.
That's massive. Yeah, that's very massive. Good. Come back home. So for Africans that are really interested in your project, what opportunities can they get, and how are you planning to push the ecosystem towards? Because you need to understand that Africa is evolving around the crypto market. Recent statistics by Synesisone shows that the market grew by 1,200%. Growing very fast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what are your plans for Africans generally?
Well, first of all, that's exactly why we're talking to you guys, because we want to make sure Synesis One's name is out there in the African community. We want to work with many like yourselves so that we spread the word in Africa. But the most important thing, I think, is that Synesis One is in multiple languages, whether it's in Korean, Chinese, English, Arabic, but we want it to be for the native African languages as well. And we want to be able to cater for that. So you can imagine owning NFT keywords in your own language, whether it's Cameroon, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's South Africa as well. So we want it to be in your own native tongue. And we want you to be able to be proud of owning these NFTs and the usage of these NFTs through gaming as well as AI data training.
Yes, this project could be one of the biggest yet in the crypto space, Paul. I mean, the real life solutions that it can actually present to businesses and individuals is massive. Tell me a little bit about, you're launching on Star Launch, which is probably the premier Solana launchpad at the moment in the world. Do you have any dates, IDO dates, TGE dates you guys are looking at launching?
Sure. So, as you know, I can't I can't really say right now the exact dates, but it's coming very, very soon. It's not months away. It's literally days and weeks away. So we want you to really pay attention to our Telegram channels as well as our Discord channels, our Twitter announcements, because we don't want you guys to miss out, right? And despite the fact that the market is quite bad right now, we believe we're going to succeed in our TGE as well as our NFT minting, as well as collaboration with our launchpads. And Star Launch, as you said, it's the top on Solana. And we believe that we can grow together and we can really dominate this industry as a whole. So it's very, very exciting times for us.
Okay. Last question from me. This will be personal. I'd like you to talk about the crypto market, what you think about the market right now.
Yeah.
And if you have personal, your favorite crypto assets, basically.
Right. So, I mean, the most important thing right now is not to panic, I think. The market has always been fluctuating. And if you look at the big picture, it's always increasing. And the adoption of blockchain as well as cryptocurrency is going to, become more and never less. And we believe that, Synesis One is going to be a disruptor in the ecosystem as well, so that we can really engage even non-crypto people to join our gaming as well as building our AI data sets. Just like, do you remember in the Human Genome Project? That was, years ago, but that's how, people started to get involved. I mean, they weren't even scientists, but they wanted to get involved in building this compendia so that it could really help humanity move forward. It's exactly the same direction here, except it's going to be more fun with you can actually, have a high earning potential. Now, I believe in a couple of things, but for me, as a personal, asset, for me, I would definitely buy some Solana, and I would definitely keep a lot of Synesis as well as NFT tokens, Canon tokens, because they generate yield, and that's what it's all about.
Amazing, amazing. On a personal question again, Paul, how many times a day do you actually check the cryptocurrency prices?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I definitely check it the first thing up in the morning. But these days I don't really check it that much because I know I'm not going to be selling, right? Let's be honest. Right now is not the time to sell. I think it's the time to hold. And I only invest into projects that I believe that I can just shut everything down and look at it in 3 years' time. And I know that project is going to be doing well, right? Because when I invest, I look at the team, I look at the advisors, the backings, right? The community. And the most important thing is the project needs to have real substance. Economic value. Can the project generate revenue? For example, Synesis One, we know exactly how we're going to be making money. We know exactly how we can generate revenue, and that's very, very important for businesses when they're rising to the top.
Amazing. No, amazing. We can't wait to see the project actually in real life. Yeah. Thanks very much, Paul. Do you have any final thoughts for our community?
Yeah, I mean, please whitelist so that you can have the chance to get your NFT Canon tokens. And also, our TGE is around the corner. Obviously, I can't give you the exact dates right now, but if you keep, looking at our announcements on Telegram, Discord, as well as our Twitter, you're going to be the first to know. And it's going to be very, very exciting because we want to get our Synesis One token listed on one of the top exchanges out there.
Paul Lee, thank you very much for taking the time to have this chat with us. We're going to be leaving quite a few links in the description as well. So guys, if you want to get involved with Synesis One, please follow the links in the description. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you so much, Louis. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Paul.